afternoon. This is Thalia MK at Education 2.0 Conference, Dubai 2024, and we have with us Ashrama Dhawan. She is a Program Director of Studies and Assistant Professor for Pro Creative Industry Management at Heriot Wharton University, Dubai. I love that university. And she has been awarded as an Excellence in Education 2.0. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
How does it feel to receive an award, first of all?
It really feels very nice. It feels awesome. I think feels good to be recognized.
Yeah.
Feels accomplished, yes.
Accepted for something you've been working hard
Yes.
for. Amazing. So you are creative industries, you manage a creative, can you elaborate
Sure.
for the people?
So at the Heriot Wharton University, I'm the Program Director of Studies.
Okay.
And my main role is to make sure that the program that I head, that is Fashion Branding and Promotion,
Okay.
runs well from A to Z. Alongside being an assistant professor for creative industries management, it's all about making sure that the students who are in the creative industries, they understand the business, the commercial side, the strategy and the innovation aspect.
Okay, so when you compare, like as the students go out in the real world, and as Dubai is a very mixed cultural and multicultural industry, do you feel that the education system is different when it comes to education here than in the US or any other country?
I do think that Dubai is the hub for
Yeah.
name it and you've got
Yes,
it
yes.
all. I think in some of my earlier interviews also mentioned it's the land of glitter and glitterati. The biggest and the smallest of the brands are over here.
Yeah.
And yes, because you're already amidst in a land where there's so much of demand, the education industry over here is definitely different. I
Yeah.
can say in points perhaps, one, it's very structured.
Okay.
It's very future ready. And third, it definitely relies a lot on research. And with research, you're enabling students to then become very practical, very critical. So basically, with that autonomous thinking,
Yeah.
we're happy that we are.
Do you feel there is a challenge when there are students coming outside from Dubai and are students here? Do you feel a challenge with the variation of explaining there? And some of the students might want to study here but go abroad.
Yes.
So how do you balance or face these challenges?
So to answer part one of your question, yes, there are a few challenges, but I don't see those challenges lasting long. I think
Okay.
the initial challenges are just that, oh, it's a new country. Maybe I don't understand the language. But students today, learners today are
Yeah.
so fast. They pick up. They're very, very steadfast. Coming to part two of your question, how do we manage it? I think it's just all about making sure that any student who is an expat here feels welcomed. There's proper orientation given, making sure that the onboarding process is very simple for them, not too complicated. Just keep it really simple. Make them feel at home.
Okay. So, do you feel when it comes to education system, are we advancing as we are advancing with AI and Chat GPT, and all of those things? Do you feel the education system or the teaching system has to adapt it, or is that something as a student they're not able to grow as we did when we were learning? Because it's a scary part. Like, you know what, the parents are worried everything you're doing online through AI or stuff
Yes.
like that.
I think students are steadfast. They're doing everything even before we give them a green signal. So they're ready. They're like, no, I've already tried that and I know that. So they're very smart. They're forward. But I will flip your question and give you a better answer over here. It's not about using AI or Chat GPT. It's about enabling them to know when to stop and not
Okay.
lose their authenticity. And the education system is preparing for it. I mean,
Perfect.
back 10 years, when the computers came in, we had a little bit of a transition time. We're in the same situation, just with another new alien. And there's no way in saying that, oh, I don't use AI. Well,
Like,
say that
so-
you use AI,
yeah.
but just use it responsibly.
But do you think that to reach the capacity of a student to the extent, it is kind of making them a little lazier or not able, because most of the parents have this concern, or
Yes.
the education system have the concern that they're not reaching their full capacity
Yeah.
as they're relying on it. So do you think that varies from student to student, and if that varies, how can we fix it? It's a very critical question.
Question, but a good one, very relevant one, especially from the parents' perspective.
Yes.
See, it's not making them lazy, But I think it's just making them too quick, way too quick and fast than the pace, than the required pace, I'd say. There are certain courses or certain learning procedures. You've got to go through that phase. You've got to fall and stumble and make mistakes. I think Chat GPT it's just one of the tools. I mean, AI in all is just eliminating that entire procedure, and that lost experience is going to cost students. And I can understand where parents are coming from, but there's nothing to worry about. I think students are picking up, educators are picking up. We're actually getting ourselves more aware of what to do and what not to do, which is very, very important. How do we fix that? We never say no to anything. I think at the end of it, every student knows that they've got to be accountable and responsible. They've got to own their own creative
life.
work.
Perfect. How has your experience been so far in Education 2.0 conference?
So it's been really nice, lovely meeting so many wonderful people. I think such learned people gives you this opportunity to just know that you're not just the only fish in the pond. There are many sharks as well. So gives you that opportunity to network, talk to them, connect with them, and I'm striking a couple of business deals as well.
Oh wow!
So that's a good thing. The experience so far is quite very fulfilling, very professional, I must say. But I like the streak of fun as well.
That's awesome. We're having a really great honor having you
Thank
here.
you.
And it's really fun to have you to educate all of us with
Thank you.
and enlighten us. But before you go, I want to ask you that what are you picking up from this conference and you're going to adapt in your life or in your teaching structure?
I really liked the way that some of the people who are so established, they're actually quite very relaxed. They're not in the hurry to do things and to prove things and to get there. I think that comes with experience. So this is one thing that I'm taking away. Taking away just the art of, this is beautiful saying, dolce far niente, the art of just doing nothing sometimes, because professionals are always on the run. So I've seen that in a couple of people. So dolce far niente is what I'm taking.
Perfect. Pleasure having you.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
As she mentioned, education, AI, all are part of our life now. We have to adapt them, and we have to make sure the students or whoever is in a learning process adapted and grow to their core and maximum level. And on that level, on that note, be authentic, be kind, keep smiling, avoid using plastic and wastage of water. This is Tale Anke signing off.